Hello and welcome back to another reading. If you're new here or you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell, like the video, leave a comment. I really appreciate all the comments that everybody leaves. It really is something that I enjoy reading and responding to. Also, if you'd like, my email is in the description below. Many people email me there, and if you'd like to, feel free to send me an email. I'm going to pull a card in this reading. I'm not sure what this reading is about yet, but we'll pull a card to kind of figure out what that might be, or maybe a few cards. This is a card that says, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Wow. So this could be, a relationship that's coming into fruition that you might be, connecting with somebody that is going to turn out into being some kind of romantic relationship, or it could be a child that's on the way. It could be, your child, or it could be a friend's or a family member's child. So that's pretty cool. Life's coming. Next, we have the Seven of Air. Boy, this is almost like a twin flame reunion, because that Seven of Air makes me kind of think of that relationship, and that's because it's the running aspect that comes into play with the Seven of Air. Now, note the 7, that could be of importance for you. If you're kind of wondering about your twin flame, the 7 might be the month that they're born, or a day in their birth, or it could be when you met them in July. It could mean many different things for you. It could mean nothing. It just kind of depends on your situation. There's many people that are going to be watching this, so it's kind of hard to make it relate to just one specific situation. So I'll pull more cards here. Then we have the Ace of Fire. And the Ace is new energy. It's creation of something new. It's also the number 1 comes into play there. Justice, 11. So again, the number 11, take note of that. Yeah, so that's something, it's justice, of course, something's coming into balance, fairness. It's also when something comes out, the truth comes out. And this could be for you, it could be the truth of your situation. If this is, so far I'm getting this as a twin flame reading. If this is the case for you, if maybe the truth is coming of who your twin flame is, and either through this reading you're getting it, or it's coming to you soon. I really feel like many of you out there, you're about to connect with your twin flame. And then some of you already have, and maybe you don't know it yet, or you just haven't really thought about it. But that's when some of these numbers might come into play. We have the ace here, which would be the 1, and then we've got 2 more 1s here. You can also look at this as a 2, being that it's the number 11, which contains the 2 1s. Then we have the 5 of water. So with the 5 of water, what I'm getting is some of you are in this push-pull dynamic with your twin flame, and it's causing you to feel abandoned, alone, and also for some of you, it's this feeling of being alone because you're going through some things. You're going through maybe some kind of spiritual awakening, and you feel like you are alone, and you desperately are seeking for that companion, somebody to help you feel like you're not the only one thinking the way that you are within your circle, within your life, within your family. So that's some of you here with your twin flame. Either they're kind of running. You got to be careful. Don't chase. If it's meant to be, they'll come back to you. If that is your twin flame, they'll want to come back. They'll want to be with you. No need to run and chase them. It'll only push them away more. Just love them. Love them. And tell them that you're there if they need you. Then we have the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth is very resourceful. It's very resourceful and kind of a master of the earth realm. This also, it could be also fertility, the Queen of Earth. So some of you, it is a child. There is a child coming, and that child, I feel like some of you, that child's actually could be your twin flame. And, that sounds kind of weird, but your twin flame doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. So some of you, this child is actually your twin flame. So you might be looking for a twin flame and you're just like, I can't seem to find my love that I'm looking for, but it could be actually right in front of you within a child of some sort. And, with that relationship, it's more about nurturing and supporting that individual on their path, and to assist them as they're going to do great things on this earth. And I think that's partly why we're getting that earth here, that Queen of Earth, is because they're going to be a master of this earth, a queen, some kind of higher entity that is going to really move things along and really help the earth heal. So that's a pretty big deal. It might not seem like it, but this child is very important. Then we get the High Priestess following that. So that's number 2. And so this is about, the kind of the spiritual realm, the High Priestess. They've got that intuition, and you have it too. But if this is regarding the child, make sure that you help that child foster their intuition. Foster yours as well. Foster yours definitely as well. But I feel like a lot of you, this child, it's a child, and you really need to help support that within them, because for many of you, that's kind of their calling. And if you kind of push them down the path of everybody else, they're going to struggle. There's going to be lots of struggles that they're going to have a hard time overcoming. However, if you can help them connect with their intuition and get them kind of out of the rat race, out of the herd mentality, kind of help them connect with that intuition within them. I think that that's really going to be of importance. And then we follow up by another 2. So this 2 is probably pretty important here. And we're getting more earth energy. And the 2, you know, with this being talking about twin flame, a 2 is, you know, it's a twin number. So with the 2 of earth, it's just kind of talking about many options that you have dealing with the situation that you might have. And I think that for some of you, it's talking about like different options with this child, what to do. And I think that you just have to kind of follow your own intuition as well. And if this person's older, they're going to know kind of what route they want. It's almost like you kind of have to get out of their way to allow them to kind of learn and to grow, because there's so much out there now that individuals can, at a young age, they can connect with the world and learn so many things on their own. So give them time to explore the world in many different ways, and some of that might be technology, others might be, you know, getting them out into the world, into nature, that type of thing. But I feel like they've got what they need kind of in their hands to grow and to build themselves into this individual that is going to be of great importance to our world, to humanity, to uplifting us. And they're really going to do great things. And it's probably really confusing when you have an individual within your life, a child per se, that is so gifted to know how to foster that within them. But they actually have that. They have that in them. They almost need you to be supportive of that, to help them if they hit a roadblock and they're trying to figure out how to get through it. Maybe they need some help with that. But mostly it's just kind of supporting them and loving them as they explore and they journey forward. Now we got the 2, another 2. The 2 is extremely important here. And again, with it being the twin flame, it's kind of confirming that that's what this reading is about. Yeah, it's kind of talking about this light here, leading the way. They have that light within them to kind of lead them. It could also mean, for some of you, it could mean some kind of choice that's coming up. And I feel like since school's starting, and many of you probably have started, it could be, you know, should I allow this child to return to school? Some of the children, they've been at home because of the different things going on in the world. A lot of kids have been homeschooled, that type of thing. So I think that this is kind of, you know, for many of you, what should I do about this? What should I do? You have some kind of decision. Probably a good thing is is kind of, if you are at a place like that, would be to ask the children, they've got something within them that we don't want to smother. They've got something, a spark. It's very bright when they're very young, and it could kind of be dampered by forcing them to do something that maybe they don't want to. They don't feel like that's their life path, and they might not be able to express that very good, that's what they're going through. So maybe ask them and be patient with them, because they might have a hard time getting out what they feel deep down. So it could be, you ask them what they want to do, and then give them time to think about it with whatever situation that might be in your life, in their life. Now we have the 6 of Earth, which is interesting because we've got 2, 4, 6, and then we end with that 6 here. I love synchronicities. Synchronicities happen all over the place, and I'm sure that many of you out there also have synchronicities that come up around you, and it's quite remarkable. It's well, really, this universe is very biological, so it can kind of make sense that these patterns are going to show themselves, because the biological system of the Earth is there's lots of repetition within it. So this could be getting help from somebody. Some of you might need some kind of assistance, and reach out. If you have something, it might be seem like a simple personal question, almost like what you're going through, and you might need to ask for help, and to know that your question, although it seems simple and like maybe you should know the answer, that type of thing, you might ask a question. You might pose a question to others, maybe in some kind of group or whatnot, as to what you should do moving forward, how you should address something there with either your twin flame, or it could, be this child again. But definitely ask others that may have experienced some of the things that you're going through, no matter how simple they might seem and feel. Next, we have the Temptation card. The Temptation card is 15. Again, that's coming back to 6. So 6 could be of some kind of importance here as well. And this could, for some of you, if this is your lover, twin flame, this could indicate some kind of addiction that they might have, or you might have. Temptation cards often about addiction, but I also see it as also, it could be this vast love that's within an individual. That could be something that can kind of lead to addictions, because they've got this very, very extreme love within them. And I don't see the temptation card as bad by any means, because there's so many great things that could come out of this temptation card, and love is one of them. I mean, these people that different people that might have different addictions and whatnot, they can have this extreme love within them. And if if you're having trouble with that, then maybe explore more on that loving side. It could be okay to have that addiction, but if it's leading you to poor health, and then that's definitely not good. But I think with you people that have the child that is the twin flame, I really feel like that this is saying love that child, just completely love them and nurture them and be there, guide them, all that. Some of you, the addiction might be something that somebody has to work through before you can get together and to remain together. If this twin flame is somebody that's going to be your lover, your person that you're going to be intimate with, that type of thing, maybe they've got some kind of addiction that they have to overcome before you can really truly connect on that deep soul level. Number 10, we have the fortune wheel. That's a good fortune, and it also could symbolize gambling. And some of you, with this temptation card being there, it could just be that gambling problem that somebody might have that is kind of keeping you from coming together. They're just addicted to the wrong things, really. And they might see you as a threat to their addiction, to their addiction that they might have, because truly they're also deeply connected and deeply addicted to you. But it's hard to find that within them unless they can get rid of their other addiction. And then another 6. So those 6s, those 2s, they're definitely of some kind of importance here within this reading. So we have 6 of air, and 6 of air is basically, it's a transition. It's a necessary transition that somebody would have to make. And I think that this is going back again to that individual that's got some kind of addiction that they're going through, and there's got to be that transition from being addicted to, whether it's drugs or if it's gambling or most anything else, some kind of materialistic thing. They've got to transition from that into a more spiritual path, something that's more airy, less physical, and more loving, and more connected with the world in a different way, other than seeing it as some kind of trophy, treasure. So definitely some of those people have things that they'll have to work through. Know that you're exactly where you need to be and doing exactly what you need to do. So if you have somebody that is in your life that you think's your twin flame, and you're really confused because maybe you're in the relationship with the twin flame, and it's the push-pull dynamic, and you don't know if this is where you need to be. Know that you are exactly where you need to be, that you're in the right place, the right time. Things happen for a reason. Know that you're on the right path, and you might not be able to you really can't. You can't force this relationship. You can't force it. You can't push it to be something that you want it to be, because it just needs to unfold the way it wants to. the way the universe wants it to unfold. So just have faith that everything happens for a reason. Everything around you happens in the right time, the right place, and you're going to be really connected to the earth, to everything. If you have that mindset, it's just going to happen on its own. So yes, expect the wondrous to emerge, miracles. So again, if you're in this place of things are happening for a reason, you know that you're allowing things to unfold the way that the universe wants them to, then you're going to be so much more successful, so much more abundant by allowing things that need to be brought to light or, unfolded within your life around you. So that's definitely some advice that this reading wants to bring to you. And I feel like some of you are in a twin flame relationship and you're kind of questioning it. That's okay. That's okay to question it. It could be quite a struggle to be in this twin flame relationship, as it's about growth. It's about your growth and the other person's growth, and it's also about becoming elevated within your spiritual self, elevated within the spiritual realm that's here on earth as well as elsewhere outside of earth, and in a heavenly place. And make sure you're nurturing that, because you're going to take that with you when you pass. You're going to take that spiritual aspect with you. So it's important to nurture this relationship. And again, if you're in this paradigm of runner and chaser, and you're the chaser, all you can do is just stop and just know that you're in the right place, that you're supposed to be. And if they're coming back, then that means that they're ready to grow spiritually with you. If they're staying gone, then just continue to do your spiritual work, grow, and things will unfold the way they're supposed to. Anyway, this has been a twin flame reading. I hope that many of you out there, I hope it resonated with you, and I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.